Yeah, absolutely.
What about, you are so successful. You mentioned your son with like co-parenting. I mean, listen, I have divorced parents. Now that they're older, it's a whole different thing, but they're very mellow now, but we weren't always there. So especially in Hollywood, like Garcelle's even said, like, you are like the poster child for co-parenting with Will. And I know you've been how do you become you're Jada's first guest on her podcast? You're friends with like Willow and how does that happen? It's so hard.
I think, it's not, I'm not going to say that it's easy. I think early on, like from the beginning, my heart, and I learned this from my mother. My heart is always for my child. My child comes first. He really does. He comes first. So it's not about me anymore. We're not together. It's not about me. It's about him. Then Jaden comes along. Then Will, it's about these babies. So how do we do this where we honor them and we put them first and we don't deprive them of any good thing, good thing being the relationship they have with each other, the relationship they have with me, the relationship my son has with Jada. I think we were just able to go there. And I'm grateful for it. I can't really give details as to why, but I'm grateful that we were kind of all on the same frequency and the same page to really want to do that.
Yeah.
Which is probably why, we are called to one another in this space, because anybody could have been Trey's mother. Anybody could have been, Jaden and Willow's mother. But the fact that he picked the three of us, he being God, I think that's why we were able to do it.
It's just so hard, but you're right.
And show the world, really. And show the world. That's powerful.
Because it's a lot of moving forces and a lot could just go wrong. And it's like, to me, like I follow you all on social media. It's all like, yes, this is not easy, people. This is not easy.
It's not, but when you have a mutual respect, it becomes easier. When you take yourself out of the way, like it's not about me, it's about him, and my thing was with Jada, it was like, as long as she treats him well, we're good. We're good. And she's treated him well and she's loved him. And, and sometimes moms get jealous. It's like, I'm getting jealous over another woman because she's treating my child right. What? That's insane. Don't you want her to treat your child right? It could be worse. I mean, think of the flip side of that, where she's horrible to. So if the new wife or the new girlfriend is treating this baby right, you shouldn't have any problems. You really, what's the problem?
That's such a good way to think of it. I know, but it's true, right?
It's like, so true.
What more could you ask for?
It's not rocket science. It's not hard. That part of it is not hard. Now to walk it out, sometimes, you got three different dynamics, three different personalities, and different belief systems, different way of doing things. And there were times when we had bumped heads, and it hasn't been pretty. But listen, we get back on that horse and, we press on, we do what we have to do, because again, at the end of the day, it's about the family, it's about the kids.
It is about the kids.
Yeah, we have a responsibility to them.
Well, and we don't need to go into all the details and the drama, but I know you were there the night that Will won the Academy Award and King Richard was just...
I'm not talking about this with you, David.
No, but I just want to say the movie itself was truly, truly, I think the best movie of last year, hands down.
It was incredible. So, it was incredible.
Before we move on, and then we could wrap up, does Will and Jada watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills now that you're on it? Like, have you gotten a call like, hey, girl?
I would hope not. I'm saying, I would hope they don't, but you never know. You never know.
Do they even know? Do they know?
I'll tell you what's funny. So I'm so sorry, David. This my hair is caught in this earring and it's like grabbing these little hairs right there. So my son is so hilarious. So the other day, I said, yeah, mom's episode is coming on tonight. I said, on the show. He said, what show? I said, what do you mean, what show? What? I said, never mind, little boy, never mind. It's like, this is the thing. They've, and I don't want to compare because I think, everything is relevant. Everything is relevant, but I don't know how I feel about sending a text to Will of Jada saying, I'm gonna be on the show about 4 minutes. Can you watch the whole 44? Yeah, I don't feel called to do that.
Do you see how I'm trying to, I'm like laughing because I could understand that.
Not right now.
I mean, would they even know a Sutton from a Dorit? I mean, I don't think so, right?
No, probably, but you never know. I mean, that could be a secret obsession. I don't know. You never know.
Well, listen, if you did ever send the text and they started watching it, I can guarantee you they would probably not stop watching it because this is so addictive.
It is addictive.
What do you want people to take away? Like as we wrap up, like as they watch you this season and like, what do you want people to take away from you?
That's a good question. I would just say, what would I want them to take away from me?
Yeah, like we've watched.
You know what? This is what I would say. Just in general, give people the benefit of the doubt. Because we talked about that when I went into the space and I had, because I've watched the show. So I have narratives in my mind and but go into give people the benefit of the doubt. I think as human beings, I think we should do more of that. I think we should be kinder to one another and give each other the benefit of the doubt because you never know the whole story. And watching reality, you'll never know the whole story. Again, they shoot thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. You might see an 18th.
I agree with you. I mean, I can honestly say from this job, I never have any emotional reaction at all, ever to anything that I see on the TV. And people always, and I'm just like, I take it like this. When I'm with you in the studio or on a Zoom, I will judge and I will say, oh, not my favorite, or like a wonderful bright light. So yes. I agree with you. I have no emotion to anything I see on the TV at all. I just can't. Like, I know how the sauce is made, right?
Right.
And finally, before we wrap up, if you could have, like, let's say that, you were to come back, who would you want to work with from the past? Like we have like Lisa Vanderpump, Camille Grammer, Denise Richards, like if you could say, you're in for next season in one way or another, but like, who would you want to see there? Whether it's going to ever happen or not, is a fantasy world. We have Teddy Mellencamp, Adrienne Maloof.
Who did I like? There was Taylor, it was Brandi.
Eileen Davidson,
Yolanda. I think she would be like, I'm not saying she'd make the best TV, because there are a lot of these women they're all very dynamic in their own right. But I liked her. I liked her person. She seemed like my kind of girl.
And no nonsense. And finally, as we wrap up, before you share your social media so everyone can follow you and buy the RHOBH, do you want the diamond? Sutton started not with a diamond. Now she has one. Brandi Glanville got her diamond. Like Marlo Hampton, you say you're a Housewives fan, 10 years in the making. She has her peach. Do you want your diamond? Do you want them?
I want to be offered the diamond. Yes, I do. I want to be offered the diamond.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then you would take it or you would decide? We'll see. I love that. Well, listen, you